This is News 3 Now at 6.
Developing tonight, COVID-related deaths in the U.S. have now topped 300,000. The number tallied by Johns Hopkins University rivals the population of St. Louis or even Pittsburgh. Researchers say it's equivalent to repeating a tragedy on the scale of Hurricane Katrina every day for 5.5 months.
This comes as the biggest vaccination campaign in American history begins. There are many nurses and doctors here in Madison tonight who can tell you what it's like to get one of those shots.
UW Health received nearly 4,000 doses of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine this morning. Gabriela Becerra is at UW Hospital and shares how it only took hours to start the process. Gabby?
It's a historic day here at UW Hospital as UW Health administers its first round of COVID-19 vaccines to its employees and our frontline workers. The video you see on your screen was provided to us by UW Health. Respiratory therapist Chestina Schubert was the first person to receive the COVID-19 vaccine at UW Health today. She says it's exhausting to see what her patients go through on a daily basis, but today she has hope that this is the beginning of the end of the pandemic.
I want to inspire people, especially the patients that look like me and I take care of every day, that it's okay to get vaccinated. It's safe. And I want to put a name and a face, especially here in Madison, in Wisconsin, that get vaccinated and just do your part.
Schubert says we have a long road ahead of us and people should continue to wear face masks and social distance. Dr. Anderson, who I talked to earlier, says that they're expecting to get more vaccinations, more doses of that vaccine rather, as the weeks go on, though he is not sure how many vaccines they will give out on a daily basis. Those efforts are expected to ramp up here shortly.
Gabby, thank you. If you were not one of the nearly 500,000 people getting the first batch of this vaccine in Wisconsin, you might have questions you'd like answered before it's your turn to decide. Jamie Perez sat in on a question and answer session with doctors who are heavily involved in the research, and she shares answers to some key ones.
We've started vaccinating people for COVID-19, and doctors believe that if we do this right.
I think by next Thanksgiving, we're going to see a dramatic drop in the number of cases, the number of hospitalizations, the number of deaths, and we can get our lives back together again.
But doing it right is easier said than done. Today, doctors looked at questions that many people have, like how to track who's gotten a vaccine.
We have state registries. So in our hospital, we're putting it into a computer that then flows to our state registry. And so you'll be able to look people up and track them. It would not be easy to get 4 vaccines.
As for if people with allergies should get the vaccine.
The recommendation is that if you have ever had a severe allergic reaction to an injectable product, that you not get this vaccine. However, if you have a severe allergic response otherwise, so for example, people commonly have peanut allergies or egg allergies, other food allergies, that you still can get this vaccine. You just need to wait for 30 minutes in the area where you've gotten that vaccine, so that if you do have an allergic reaction, somebody would be able to give you a shot of epinephrine to reverse it.
Should women who are pregnant or breastfeeding get it?
Pregnant women may get the vaccine. There's really no biological reason to think that it would be damaging to either of them because they're pregnant or to their yet unborn child.
And why we need 2 doses.
You know, when you look at antibodies, you're looking at just the tip of the iceberg. If you look below the tip of the iceberg, you're looking at memory cells. And if you can have relatively high frequencies of memory cells, that really tells you that you're going to have relatively longer lived immunities.
As more companies get their vaccine approved and distributed, doctors say to stick with 1 vaccine for both doses. For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
We have more questions and answers from that panel posted on our website, channel3000.com.
Across Wisconsin, health officials confirm more than 2,300 new cases today. 25 more Wisconsinites have died, and there are 77 new hospitalizations, according to DHS officials. The 7-day average of new cases per day has fallen to 3,500, a significant drop from a month ago when the daily case average was above 6,400. And breaking news tonight, officials with Public Health Madison-Dane County have officially confirmed a Madison high schooler passed away due to COVID-19. Isai Morocho, a 16-year-old student at Madison East, died over Thanksgiving break. Public Health has now received the official death certificate indicating the cause of death due to COVID-19. Communications Supervisor Sarah Madison says this is the youngest COVID-related death in Wisconsin. The department sending a message of sympathy and comfort to his family and all those who have lost loved ones during the pandemic. Now time to look at the weather, your first warn forecast. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
It was a chilly day, and it is certainly still chilly outside. This blanket of snow helping to keep our temperatures down. We're at 17 degrees already in Madison, 19 in Janesville, and still holding on to 20 in Monroe. Compared to this time yesterday, it is quite a drop. We had a cold night last night, expecting another very chilly night tonight. Thankfully, we don't have to factor in too much of a breeze, though. We shouldn't have to think about a wind chill for us this evening. That's been the good news. Even though it's been so cold outside, wind speeds have generally stayed in the single digits with a calm and quiet radar. Now, overnight, we're going to have some clouds, and by tomorrow, we're expecting mostly cloudy skies. Another cold day with high temperatures in the low 20s. By the end of the week, though, we will see a very small but welcomed warm-up, I think, for some folks. We will take a closer look at your 10-day in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. The Wisconsin Supreme Court has rejected President Trump's lawsuit attempting to have more than 220,000 ballots disqualified in Dane and Milwaukee counties. The court's ruling ends the president's legal challenges in state court. On Saturday, a judge dismissed President Trump's federal lawsuit, asking the court to order the Republican-controlled legislature in Wisconsin to name him the winner here. In a separate case, the Wisconsin Supreme Court has ruled it's up to each individual voter to determine for themselves whether they are indefinitely confined. Therefore, voters are able to request and submit an absentee ballot without showing photo identification. That ruling comes in a case filed by the Wisconsin Republican Party against the Dane County Clerk, Scott McDonald. Back in March, the court ordered McDonald to stop telling voters that because of the pandemic and statewide stay-at-home order, anyone could request an absentee ballot as indefinitely confined.
President-elect Joe Biden has cleared the 270-vote threshold in the Electoral College count, formalizing his victory. California electors pushed him over the mark with the state's 55 electoral votes this afternoon. Wisconsin electors from the Democratic Party assigned the state's 10 Electoral College votes to President-elect Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. Biden is set to make a primetime speech tonight at 6:30, and you can watch it live right here after News 3 Now at 6. According to excerpts his campaign released, Biden is set to declare that, quote, not even an abuse of power can stop a peaceful transition of power in the U.S. The last few elections have made many of us pay a lot more attention to this part of the elections process than ever before. Amy Reed shows us why one political expert believes it's time for a conversation on the Electoral College.
UW professor Barry Burden thinks it's important for voters to know no matter who they picked on the ballot, they did not get to vote for president and vice president.
That is a right that is given to 538 people who are mostly anonymous and are acting on this day.
In Burden's words, the Electoral College is a strange creature built into the U.S. Constitution.
It's this kind of relic of a time when there were 13 states, very limited suffrage, only about a quarter of the population had the right to vote when the country was founded. And we're in a very different place today where we really expect each voter to have an equal say.
It would take a lot to get rid of the college if voters even wanted it. But some states have made alterations, like not giving all electors to one candidate, which they do in Nebraska and Maine.
That would lower the temperature, at least of the partisan battles, and would take away the interest in campaigning only in a half dozen states where the race is most unclear.
Another movement gaining steam is the National Popular Vote Interstate Compact. A lot of words, meaning states give their electors to the winner of the National Popular Vote instead of who the state's voters picked. If enough states did that, the Electoral College would lose power to the popular vote. There are arguments for keeping the current system. Burden said some believe it prevents candidates from only focusing on big cities. He hopes people will keep talking about it, especially after seeing the challenges that came after the election this year.
If that is the new pattern, then I think almost nothing will stop at least one of the parties, if not both of them, from trying to fight their way through the Electoral College in presidential elections down the road.
Amy Reed, News 3 Now.
School leaders have updated guidelines to consider tonight as they decide whether to bring students back to the classroom. According to new recommendations, Public Health Madison-Dane County believes schools can operate safely and effectively with strong infection control measures in place. They recommend if districts decide to reopen, they should use a phased approach with elementary schools first. Under the current public health order, all Dane County K through 12 schools need to develop and implement written policies when it comes to hygiene, cleaning, and protective measures like requiring face coverings and social distancing. Due to a state Supreme Court injunction, public health cannot make decisions about reopening schools. And new at 6, the Madison School District and UW-Madison School of Education are forming a joint task force focused on literacy and reducing achievement gaps. The Early Literacy and Beyond Task Force will identify areas for improvement in Madison public schools, including addressing racial disparities. They'll also analyze what UW-Madison's teacher education program can do differently to prepare future educators to improve child literacy rates.
We have COVID-19 going on now. We have social justice going on now. It's been a great illumination. It's been reading wars for years, but this is the perfect time to begin to think about how do we not only go through COVID-19, but how we come out of it better prepared.
Dr. Jenkins says the task force will help the district live up to promises made in the latest referendum to give all children the highest quality of education. The task force will start meeting in January. The goal is to have recommendations for UW-Madison and the school district by this summer.
Coming up next at 6, Hy-Vee is partnering with food banks across the country to help families struggling with food insecurity during the pandemic. We'll share how the donation will help people in our community. Stay with us.
Is always here to help you take on your next project. We carry a great selection of Bosch power tools. From the workshop to the job site, Bosch gives you the performance you need. Get this cordless half-inch hammer drill for only $99. This 3-shelf storage rack has steel braces on both end frames for added strength and capacity. On sale today for just $119.99. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know it needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy providers are working together to help keep your heat and power on. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here.
Wish you didn't have to look at years of wear and tear on your kitchen cabinets? Then let Mad City Kitchens make your wish come true. As your trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing, we can help you avoid a lengthy remodel and stay under budget. Our in-home design consultants make it fun and easy to choose cabinet colors, new hardware options, and countertops installed in as little as 2 days. Your dream kitchen is within reach. Act now during our end-of-the-year blowout sale. Receive 75% off installation of your cabinet refacing project. Ask about 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest till 2022. Plus a nice gift when you call during this program. Receive a $50 Walmart or Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, dial 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383. Call now.
You can make a difference in your community this holiday season by supporting local businesses, and that includes local restaurants that are really struggling to make it through the winter and the pandemic. Heritage Tavern chef Dan Fox says the restaurant on the square used to be so popular they'd have to turn customers away on Fridays and Saturdays. Last Friday, they had only 3 tables filled. The Heritage has done what it can to adapt, shifting to a to-go menu and building a patio, but they're losing money and have lost about 70 employees. Chef Fox is pleading for community support.
It's not just us, it's all of the local cheesemakers and farmers, produce farmers, all the people from Dane County Farmers Market that, we shop from well over 50 plus vendors during the season, and they're not getting that business. So that trickle-down effect is quite severe, and that's echoing through the entire food community right now.
So here are ways you can help Heritage Tavern. Go eat there. They can seat up to 25% capacity. Order to go, of course, and leave a big tip. or buy some holiday gift cards leading up to the holidays. News 3 Now this morning is highlighting how you can help our local restaurants, and you can find more information at channel3000.com. Just search Holiday Helpings.
Supermarket chain Hy-Vee is partnering with food banks across the Midwest to donate more than 1 million pounds of food this holiday season. The effort is part of their Goodwill initiative to combat food insecurity during the pandemic. More than 20 truckloads will be unloaded with food and supplies from now until Wednesday at 17 Feeding America affiliated food banks. One participating organization is Madison's own Second Harvest Food Bank.
We partner with Second Harvest a lot. We really believe in, everything they do for the community. So on behalf of Hy-Vee and our vendor partners, we provided a truckload worth of groceries today.
Madison says this truckload contains about 28,000 pounds of food. Hy-Vee received donations from 26 leading food manufacturers and suppliers. The company additionally donated more than $250,000 in food to this effort.
Still ahead at 6, a new audit looks at problems leading to unemployment payment delays in Wisconsin and colder but quiet weather over the next few days. Dana will have your First Warn forecast.
At the Dells, with 60 of the world's biggest brands, we thrill the trendsetters and all who love a smokin' hot discount. Save up to 70% off and receive a free pair of Vera Bradley slippers with $250 in same-day receipts. Visit customer service for full details.
Although Christmas is just around the corner, don't worry. Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale is going on now. Shop low prices on a huge selection of great gifts for everyone on your list. Like half off this glass popcorn popper, just $9.99. Half off select Milwaukee bid sets. Power-up gifts with Energizer AA or AAA batteries, just $8.99. And save $40 on this special buy pressure cooker, only $49.99 while supplies last. Shop great gifts for everyone on your list during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale, going on now.
There's a splash of surprise in every Wisconsin Lottery scratch game. Like the exciting new play style of $2 Lucky Deal. Match 3 cards in the same hand or 2 cards from the same hand with the bonus card to win a prize. There's a chance to win up to 8 times on each ticket and a top prize of $4,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Spread holiday cheer and save more than ever at the Century House. Right now, give $50 or more to charity and get $400 off stressless Mayfair recliners in all Paloma leather colors and $300 off most other stressless recliners. Plus, save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. 'Tis the season to give a little and save big on stressless furniture. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
If it's time to update your kitchen, do yourself a favor. Call the experts at Mad City Kitchens. With kitchen cabinet refacing, you can have a brand new modern look in as little as 2 days. And now during our end of the year blowout sale, receive 75% off installation. Plus, ask about 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest till 2022. And call during this program. We have a nice gift for you with your in-home estimate from Mad City Kitchens.
Outlets at the Dells, with 60 of the world's biggest brands, we thrill the trendsetters and all who love a smokin' hot discount. Save up to 70% off and receive a free pair of Vera Bradley slippers with $250 in same-day receipts. Visit customer service for full details.
Madison police are looking for information about a shots fired incident from the middle of the afternoon on the Near East Side. Around 12:30 this afternoon, police say a suspect in a gray car was shooting at a red SUV. This was on Atwood Avenue, just south of Goodman Community Center. Officers recovered 2 shell casings. There are no reports of injuries or property damage. Madison police are also investigating a hit and run where a 12-year-old girl was hit on Madison's west side last night. This happened around 7 p.m. on Raymond Road at McKenna Boulevard. Police say the girl's injuries were not life-threatening, but she was taken to the hospital. Surveillance video shows a gray Jeep Wrangler that appears to blow through a red light heading south on McKenna. Anyone with information is asked to contact Crime Stoppers.
A new audit shows the problems leading to unemployment payment delays here in Wisconsin. The nonpartisan Legislative Audit Bureau report found the Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development was responsible for 11 of the 13 weeks it took on average to process unemployment claims filed since the pandemic began. The delay in processing claims had led to intense criticism from Republicans who control the state legislature and place blame with Governor Evers' administration. To weather now, it's chilly out there. The snow keeping things cold out there, right, Dana?
It is. It's giving us a little bit of that insulation, keeping things quite cool on the ground level. And then when we have the clouds overhead, everything just stays cool through the afternoon. Temperatures today below average for afternoon highs, and we're expecting a repeat performance of tomorrow with temperatures yet again only in the 20s for the afternoon. Overall for the work week, a mostly dry pattern. A little bit of an opportunity for some light snow as we look ahead to early Saturday, but not expecting much accumulation along with that. And Christmas starting to creep into the very end of our forecast. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day into next week, and we're starting to get a better picture of what we're expecting for both days. Right now, our radar is quiet. We have a little bit of cloud coverage overhead, and of course, plenty of snow on the ground. Our breeze coming in from the northwest. High pressure, though, keeping things pretty quiet for us overnight and as we look ahead to the next few days. Overnight, we're expecting these mostly cloudy skies to continue into tomorrow. Temperatures early in the day will be dropping to about 10 degrees, so a chilly start to your Tuesday. Afternoon high temperatures will be in the low 20s, a little bit below average for this time of year. Not too cold outside, but still quite chilly. For Wednesday morning, temperatures not quite as cold. We'll be dropping to about 20, and then in the afternoon, we should get a little bit of clearing for Wednesday with high temperatures still in the 20s, though, mid to upper 20s for us. Now, as we start to look in that 6 to 10 day outlook, which pushes us to Christmas Eve, it's very likely that our temperatures will be trending above average throughout much of the country, actually. Seeing a little bit of a warm up for us, that puts us really in the mid to upper 30s. So not a huge warm up on the way, but definitely trending above average, even in that 8 to 14 day outlook, which moves us through Christmas and into the following week. A little bit of a drier spell, though. It seems likely we'll be trending below average as we look ahead to our precipitation chances. That lines up with the fact that we don't have very many opportunities for a lot of snow to come through. Mostly cloudy skies tomorrow, and certainly still cold outside. High temperatures in the mid to low 20s and the low 30s as we look ahead to Wednesday, and then we climb above average by the end of the week. Friday, upper 30s with partly sunny skies. Small chance for some flurries at night into Saturday morning. Not expecting much of that to measure up to anything on the ground. The second half of the weekend will have some sunshine, and high temperatures will be in the upper 30s. We'll stay in the upper 30s as we look ahead to the start of next week. And there's Christmas Eve at the end of that 10-day forecast. It's likely that we'll be starting the day off with some snow in the morning and then wraps up in the afternoon and leads into a cool night and a chilly Christmas Day. But it's something we'll be keeping a very close eye on as we work through that 10-day.
And coming up in sports, Graham Mertz has struggled under center lately, while the Badger QB says he'll be better Saturday and in the future. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new Civic for just $179. That's $179 and absolutely zero due-it signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Get more for your kitchen now at the Brothers Main Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale. We want you to absolutely love your new kitchen, so you'll get big, big savings on the latest incredible products from GE and our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We want you to be 100% satisfied every time. That's why we're the More Store. The Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale with more selection, more savings, and more kitchen. Now at the Brothers Main, your local store for more since 1938.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
If Update the Kitchen has been on your wish list all year long, you're running out of time. Call Mad City Kitchens now. We're family owned and operated. Over 2 decades of remodeling experience and an A+ rating with the BBB. Let us help you create the perfect look for your kitchen with our quality cabinet refacing. It makes a huge difference and can be done in as little as 2 days. Don't make excuses for that outdated kitchen. Make improvements now during our end-of-the-year blowout sale. Listen to this, 75% off installation of your cabinet refacing project. Ask about 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest till 2022. Don't put it off. Last chance to call during this program for the $50 Walmart or Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, dial 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383. Call now.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely 0 do it signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
Hi folks, Tuesday morning we'll continue talking about how you can help local restaurants. We'll ask the Dane County executive about what the struggling food industry means to our local economy. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
In college football, the backup quarterback is the most popular player on the team. Think about that for a second. Last season, even though Jack Cohn was solid, people were calling for Graham Mertz to start. This season, the tables have turned. Those outside the Badger football program want Cohn back under center instead of Mertz. Now, the Kansas Cannon will be the first to admit he hasn't played well in the last 3 games. But he also knows the struggles as a first-year QB aren't going to last long.
Everything in life comes down to how you respond. And the cool thing about that is it's all on you. You can ball your fists up and go fight, and you can sit back and just relax. And there's only one way out of those 2 that I'm going to go, and I'm going to ball my fists up and go. If people can say whatever they want, but I'm proud of this team. I love this team, and there's some stuff brewing up here. So the fists will be balled. Be ready.
It's another 2-day prep for the Badger men with their latest pop-up non-conference game against Loyola tipping off tomorrow night. And that's kind of how it's been for Wisconsin and their non-conference schedule. You don't really know who you're going to play until game day. And when trying to find teams to fill a spot on their non-conference slate, Greg Gard asked his team what they wanted. And the answers didn't shock him. The best available.
This group doesn't have any fear in terms of play. They want to play the best and challenge themselves because they want to be the best. And we've talked all along, if you want to be at the top, you got to be willing to put your game on the line, so to speak, and go after it. So, not surprised with the answer at all.
The Wisconsin-Louisville game is officially back on. The Badgers and Cardinals will tip off Saturday at 11 o'clock with the game being televised on ESPN2. Remember, the game was originally scheduled to be played last Wednesday, and because of Saturday's game, UW's Big Ten opener against Nebraska has moved from Monday, December 21st to Tuesday, the 22nd at 6 on FS1. And the new AP Top 25 is out, and Greg Gard's squad moved up a spot to sit 12th in the country after their win over Rhode Island. And how fun will be watching the Big Ten battles this season. Besides Wisconsin, there are 6 other teams ranked in the poll: Iowa, Michigan State, Illinois, Rutgers, Ohio State, and Michigan. And Eric, Saturday, you're going to want to be deep couch sitting because you got Badger hoops in the morning, you got Badger football in the afternoon, and Packers at night.
Plus, Dana and I have got this Clemson-Notre Dame game we got.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
We're going to be busy. We're going to be very occupied. All the tacky orange, so much of it. Temperatures tomorrow will be in the low 20s. It's going to be cloudy outside. Wednesday, low 30s. By the end of the week, temperatures above average in the upper 30s by Friday with some light flurry chances heading into Saturday morning.
All right, Dana, thank you. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.